So here we have some down training exercises for your pelvic floor. It's really important that when you've done your pelvic floor exercises that we allow the pelvic floor muscles to relax, to create a little stretch and just to create a little gentle movement rather than work. So we'll start with a cat and cow. This is a really lovely position to stretch into the pelvic floor. So we're going to curl upwards, and as you curl up you'll feel your pelvic floor draw upwards slightly. And then as you curl downwards, let the spine drop, allow the belly to soften. So we're not forcing the arch from the back, we're allowing the belly to soften. And as you do so, you're going to visualise your two sit bones behind you pushing away and apart. So it will go tailbone tucking down, shoulder blades spread through the floor, chin to the chest. And then as you lower down, belly softens, tailbone pushes apart. Same thing again, breathing in as you lift up. Feel those shoulder blades stretch. Feel the tailbone tuck down towards the back of the knees. And then arch the tailbone upwards. You can even in this position sit back a little bit so that we can get a stretch into the pelvic floor. Same thing, breathing in, lifting up. Shoulder blades apart. And then shoulder blades together, belly relaxed. So feel the belly soften as you come through. Tailbone lifting up. Let's go again, breathing in and then breathing out. Once more, inhale and exhale. The next one, not a true stretch for the pelvic floor, but for a stretch for the muscles around it. We're going to do a corkscrew. So you take your knee, we're going to cross over and then back, and then over. And then back. So if I show you from this angle, you can see a little better. So out and in and out and in. So like all things, everything is connected. So we're stretching the muscles into the deep glute, into the hip. Let's have a go on the other side. And this in turn can help relax the pelvic floor and just to mobilise the hips. Okay, the next one then we're going to look at is our child's pose. So we're going to start with the knees side by side, then sit yourself backwards. So soften down in this position. You can use your elbows here if it doesn't feel comfortable them stretching out, or you can reach your arms nice and long. In this position, breathe deep into the belly. So deep breath in. As you breathe out, feel the pelvic floor soften. So feel like it lets go. We're not gripping around the back passage, not clinging on around the front passage. Belly muscles really relaxed. Again, breathing in and breathing out. We'll take a couple more breaths here. And then from here, take the knees a little wider. So the toes come closer together, the knees go wider, and then we're going to sit back again. And this is just a slightly different stretch for the pelvic floor. Same breathing pattern, so inhale, feel the belly expand as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, feel the pelvic floor relax, feel it soften. So that lovely full breath, the breath goes all the way down to the pelvis, not stopping just at the ribs, but going all the way down. And then all the way out. Now this option isn't suitable if you're pregnant, so hold on to that option for a sec, but if you're not pregnant then you can lie on your back, bring your knees towards you, and you can either take hold of the shins or if you can reach the feet, and we come into what looks like our happy baby pose. So if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can modify this holding the thighs, the knees, the calves, wherever you can. Essentially we want to get the feet upwards towards the ceiling. And from here, we take a nice easy rock. Now, obviously this is not suitable if you are expecting, so if you are, then you can grab a chair, like so. Take a seat in the chair, feet wide, and then come forwards in this position. And we can take a nice easy rock in this position instead. Okay, so same position, still stretching into the pelvic floor, but much more suitable. So the key with these pelvic floor releases, this pelvic floor down training, is the deep, calm breath. So whether you're in a cat and cow or whether you're on your back, we want to think of that breath travelling from the rib cage all the way down into the belly and right the way down towards the pelvis, so that when we get that outward breath, the pelvic floor has its lovely movement, lovely calm movement. So I hope those help, and as always, if you have any questions, then obviously do get in touch.